We are here live outside the Tyler Perry studios, inside the Tyler Perry studios in the media spin room, and as you can see behind me, the debates are just wrapping up with the closing statements made by the 10 Democratic hopefuls. And what a night it's been for the last 2 hours, talking about key policies here in Atlanta. They're in fact right there in the other soundstage behind me. They've talked about a whole host of issues, including housing inequality, women's health, healthcare, immigration, climate change, foreign policy, and education. We also saw some tense moments on air between Representative Tulsi Gabbard and Senator Kamala Harris. And just recently we saw Gabbard take this stance again with Pete Buttigieg. So some very tense moments there as they talked about their stance. Of course, the debate starting with the impeachment inquiry and then moving on to other controversial issues like what would they do when it comes to investigating the president if they became president. Joe Biden saying that that is the job of the Attorney General, to quote. There was also lots of comical moments when we also saw Cory Booker take a jab at Joe Biden talking about legalizing marijuana, and he asked him, was he high during that process? Senator Kamala Harris says we need a coalition. We need a coalition like we had for the Democrats during the Obama era to reach people of all different parts of the community, the black community, the Asian community, women, children, the LGBT community, to unite the party. When it comes to foreign policy, they also talked about North Korea and how the president has failed to really do anything when it comes to improving national security. So certainly a whole host of issues discussed here at the Democratic debates in Atlanta. And now there is one more debate left, and that is in December, next month, right before we wrap up the year, at Loyola College in Los Angeles, moving to the West Coast. The 6th presidential debate before we wrap up. And here in Georgia, the primaries will kick off March 24th, 2020. I also want to give folks a quick perspective of what's happening outside the studio. We are inside here in the media spin room. Outside, earlier on, there were lots and lots of people holding up signs, chanting slogans, rallying for their favorite Democratic candidate. It says there needs to be change in the White House, and it says this current president simply is not the president for all people. Reporting live in Atlanta, the Tyler Perry studios, Archith Seshadri, WSAV News 3.